Are you ready for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at our sawmill operations? We're answering 3 of your most intriguing questions that you left in the comments section and uncovering hidden secrets that we use on a daily basis that is crucial to our success. Plus a bonus tip at the end of the video, so make sure you watch the video all the way through. And I cannot wait to find out what you guys think of these sawmill hacks. Here at K&J, it's an endless battle of me chasing Kendall around so that we can film for the videos.
The one thing they always say is that the blade takes the easiest path through the wood.
The women don't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy. Oh, the headache is already rolling in.
Oh, come on. Suck it up, Kyle.
How many blades did we go through per day?
On a typical day, we're going through 1 to 3 bands, depending upon what we're sawing, how dirty the wood is that we are sawing, you know, whatever's going on. And also if we hit anything, if we hit metal and logs, like someone hung a birdhouse or something, there was nails in there, that's not good for our blades.
Chain break, huh?
There's your something unique, Kyle.
He broke down again. It's not unique. Happens all the time. So how long does a typical blade last?
Okay, so what we run here is a 6-inch double cut band. With these bands, you can sharpen them multiple times. They're swedged and shaped, so the tips are fattened out with a tool, and then they shape them into a uniform size. And so you can sharpen these blades many times. I would say the lifetime of a blade, for me, I can cut probably 30 to 50,000 board feet of lumber, depending upon what we're sawing and what's going on.
How do you adjust your guides here?
Okay, well, so what we have on this mill, because we have a double cut band mill, so I don't have any back to my guides, is have a flat block here, right? That is supposed to be level or perpendicular or parallel with the mill, right? So we have to dress these guides every now and then because they do wear or things happen and the front gets all chewed up, so we have to flatten it back out. You can adjust the height on these. Right here, you've got some bolts, so you can move this whole bar up and down. And also, right over here, you can adjust what I'd call the pitch or the angle of the block a little bit. So if this side is shorter than this side of the block, you can push the back down so that it matches that. So you can get a level block.
Okay, now thinking of like an LT40, is there a difference between your mill and their mill? Do you think that there would be
I'm sure there's an adjustment to get your blade level to your carriage. You definitely need to be, you know, running parallel. If your blade's pointed down and you're going into wood, it's going to want to dive. If your blade's pointed up, it's going to want to rise. So you got to have it level and go straight. The one thing they always say is that the blade takes the easiest path through the wood. And if your blade is pointed in a direction, it's going to want to go that direction, right?
Yep.
So you always want to make sure your blade is level and flat. Your mill typically is level so that everything is straight. You know, things that are straight are going to cut straighter.
Do you have any other tips or advice when it comes to guides, adjusting guides, and level blades, or anything that has to do with this?
Well, I would say that if your guides are like mine, I try to have you can slide the guides all the way up, so all the way. You run the blade, pull it tight, and then you actually want my guide to have some down pressure. I need about a quarter to half an inch of down pressure. I think push it probably more towards half an inch of those guides pressing the blade down, so that holds it at that level and it can't come back up. So that tends to help it saw a lot straighter. I can't speak for the smaller mills because I don't exactly know how they work, but yeah. So
here's a good question. Why do my blades keep cracking?
Well, that's a question that has a lot of answers.
Yep. And we're going to answer that in the next episode. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. So what are you fixing here?
I have got these buttons, right, on the mill that will go control up and down. And we're getting into winter time now. What happens is you get a little water in there through snow melting or ice or rain or like the crappy weather we had the other day. Anyways, it gets inside here and it freezes the button up. Next thing you know, the button don't work, it's stuck. And then things break. So I am busy taking these off. I'm just taking these off, and I've got these little rubber covers that I can put over my buttons that will save me a mountain of heartache later on this winter. Now, you can just put these little covers on, and voila, no more water in your controls, and life is good.